Hey, what's poppin'? This is Los, Super G with the introductory. And over here, this is Joe. Give you a shout out. This is Deadstock Culture. This is the first episode. Want to give a shout out to Champs. Want to give a shout out to Foot Locker. Want to give a shout out to Foot Action. You know what it is. And then also want to give a shout out to Henny.
Because anything's possible.
Alright, so the first video of Deadstock Culture, we want to sit back and we just want to talk about, just the institution of fashion, from the urban community, from not so urban community. Just digging in what's trending and what's not trending. One of my favorites, something that brings me to my roots of fashion is going to be, probably don't know what it is, you may know what it is, but this is the Jordan 1 bread. This is the reason why I got into sneakers in the first place, Joe. This is one of those sneakers that really inspired me to think outside the box as far as how to wear clothes or whatnot. Be honest with you, my first pair of Jordans were a pair of Vin Bakers. When I seen these, it was like, damn, I want these, but when you think about a bread Jordan 1, everybody can't get this shoe. And depending on your city, you'll never see it unless you fucking drive 50, 60 miles outside of the city district to get it. So, as I got older, I said to myself, you know what? Eventually I'm gonna get a pair. Got lucky, got 3 pairs at one time. And from then on, man, it was just something I just had to do, man.
Yeah, you tracking on it. It came out in 84, 85?
84, 85, y'all. And even now, even though the technology in this shoe is not relevant for athletes at this time, as far as fashion is concerned, this is it. This is basically the bee's knees in urban fashion for a lot of you cats that really deal with that. And so moving along with the Jordan 1, if it wasn't for the Jordan 1, there'd be no Foamposite. There'd be none of these shoes out here that are just predominantly fashion based, because you go look in the NBA and you see a lot of the sneakers and kicks that they wear, right now. Everything's for performance. You seen last year, you ain't seen nobody rocking on ones unless it's an all-star game.
Fun fact though, Jordan, he didn't like Nike.
Yeah, he had the Air Flights, didn't he?
But he
or
actually,
ships.
When he was in college, he liked playing in fucking Chuck Taylors.
Yeah, fuck out of here.
He liked playing in fucking Chuck Taylors. So when he wanted to sign with Converse, but Nike had to drive a fucking hard bargain.
Oh, I heard about that, because that's when Magic and them was all in that wave right there.
Yeah, he liked playing in Chuck Taylors. But Chuck's ain't really basketball shoes. But that's the kind of kicks he like playing in. So
wouldn't that be super crazy right now if the bread was a Converse? Everybody had Chucks on, for sure, man. I'd be sitting over here the first iconic shoe is the Converse Bread 1. Imagine how that shit with that star, man. Please don't get it started, because everybody overseas will be making some fucking ones with a star on it.
You can imagine some Chucks with the Jordan fucking Jumpman on the side of the logo.
Oh, man. That should be an alternate universe for real. But this shoe right here, this is the Bread 1. This was supposedly banned. And as you can see inside, you have the X right here. And then you have the size. What the size is, I'm gonna hide that. That's my size. For all y'all. But this was basically the shoe that started controversy. NBA didn't want him to wear this shoe, but he said, you know what, I'm gonna do me. And look at where Jordan brand is today, and Nike as an institution.
Top of the line.
Joe, what were some sneakers that you were into when you was coming up in the islands, man? What was that one shoe that was just that drip for you, man?
Coming up in the islands, especially in St. Thomas, Air Force Ones, bro. Air Force with some nice mid tops.
Universal, man.
Black or white. You coming up, you gotta have some Air Force Ones, where you had 10s,
Oh yeah.
TNs back in the day was lit. Was a nice little drip.
Yes, absolutely.
But that's what we used to wear mostly, like I said, especially in high school. Baggy pants, tuck my pants in my mids. Woo! Hey,
you was on it.
Coming down the hall.
Hell yeah.
Never go wrong with a fresh pair of Nikes, man.
Right. I never forget my first mature pair, man. Like, I'll put you on. This is how far back. You remember the British Knights, man?
Oh, okay.
Hey, man, I kept the BK joints. I was like the first one in the city to be wearing the Hunter Green BK joints, and nobody even knew what they was, man. That's back in the day when, like, you know, like it was really hard, and you had a fresh pair of BKs, or you had some Pro Kids or something like that. Man, I could never get my hands on no Pro Kids, but my aunt bought me my first pair of British Knights. You couldn't tell me nothing, man.
You know, do you remember And1s?
Yes! When they were popping.
When And1s
yeah, when And1 was And1. Not like Shaq's and Walmart or nothing, man. This was actually official tissue. So.
Hey, when I used to run ball in high school, man, I used to be the school shoes, some And1s.
Y'all was on.
Fresh pair of And1s. Look, man, we were clean. We was
clean.
Some And1s?
Absolutely.
Boy.
I got you.
Hey, if you could bring it back, I might invest.
Hey, but while you playing, shout out to Nike for bringing back the Zoom rookies. Son. Like, I'm telling you, you heard me. I talked about everybody. I talked about the Zoom rookie coming back for a good 3 years from him knowing me, and probably 5 years before that, like legit, just start bringing out the Zoom rookies and the old school. What's them shits, man? The old school freaking Harachis, the Harachi highs, like that low Harachi. Like, man, I don't know what you're doing about that low Harachi, but you need to go ahead and give it a memorial service. Please get rid of the Harachi low. The Harachi highs was so exquisite, man. Them shits went so hard.
Still, look, I be trying to find me pairs of Harachis all day. Harachis, all day. I be trying to find me some Harachis.
You remember the old school like green drinks, the ones that Sean Kemp wore when he was playing for the Supersonics?
Yeah. Man,
just killing the game with them, man. My cousin had a pair of them shits, and I used to look at that motherfucker shoe like, this shit is like some shit from Star Wars, man. That shit was universal to me. Like, just all together. Like, I'm not certain if, you know, the technology is transitioning and ready for the day's basketball game, but I'm telling you, as far as stepping out in the motherfuckers, hey, if you got a pair of Harachi highs, them shits go hard.
Hey, I think we have the technology now. They could turn a fresh pair of Harachis into some basketball shoes.
I mean, but you know how it is, man. For so long, Zoom Air was just such an infectious thing. When anytime you put a shoe on, when it comes to Nike, Zoom Air was a thing. Like, I love phones. Like, for instance, like these phones right here. Like, it's Zoom Air all day, and some people just say to themselves, it's like, this is not a comfortable shoe. This is the Weatherman, of course. I hated this shoe when this first came out.
So, foam posits, I can't stand foam posits.
I love this shoe.
This shoe, I be looking at it like, boy, if those were in my size, I might be in your closet.
Bro, while you playing, look, when this first came out, the first year, you couldn't get me in my mind. I was like, why would you do this? But then when I had this shoe in hand, bruh, I had it in hand. I fell in love with it instantly, and I had to buy it. But the unique thing about this, even though the Zoom Air technology is not that wave now, because I mean, you know, you got Boost with Adidas, and then there's so many other different technologies that Nike been coming up with, like what's the new joints, the Vapor Maxes. That all that technology is so much above and beyond. But the one thing that this foam posit got that the other ones don't got, when you put this shoe on, the inside of it actually forms to your foot from the heat when you got it on a long time. And I'm not saying just like have it on and think that the technology is going to like activate in an hour. But once you start warming this up, this is the most comfortable shoe I've ever worn in my life.
I'm gonna have to try it out.
I'm telling you, like
I'm gonna take your advice. My next pair of shoes, I'm gonna buy some foam.
Bro, I'm telling you.
And if they don't foam my feet over a week, we got some problems.
It's a money back guarantee, bro. Like if you wear this for a week and you outside in this heat,
and
where we are,
where we at?
Man, bro, the shit gonna just cocoon to your body, bro. So your feet gonna be in good hands, my dude. Like real shit.
So after a week, I should have a butterfly.
Man, I'm telling you, look, you gonna be like, Los, you was right. And I'm gonna just do this. I drink to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanna go over, since this is the first episode or whatnot, let's delve into trending versus trendy. What's your opinion? Do you think that it's better to be trendy or to trend set?
So, I'm always with trend setting. You know what I mean? I hate.
I drink to that.
I hate following the wave. You know, some waves be like, okay, yeah, it's tight, so I might get on the wave.
Oh, absolutely.
But I always feel it's always better like that. Nobody like. Those foams, right?
Yeah.
Nobody was wearing foams.
Yeah.
I'd be like, man, those foams are tight as hell. And I'll cop them, and then like a couple weeks down the road, I see like 15 people rocking the same foams that wasn't wearing foams for the last fucking 2 years.
Oh yeah, just because everybody's in them or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's how I am. Like the new drip that comes out right now, I'm all over it. But I can't see myself, and this is just me, getting a pair of sneakers, getting them that day, taking them out the box that day, and putting those motherfuckers on. It's just not happening for me. Like, I'll get that motherfucker, and it'll sit in my closet for a year before I decide to even, like, pop the top on that motherfucker. And the reason behind that is because I like you were saying about being trend setting. Like, it's all gravy to get that trend or to jump on that wave or whatever, because, I mean, I'm going to be honest, even right now in 2019, you have some youngins and you have some people out here that are just like fucking fashionistas. They just got it. And sometimes it's like, damn, why didn't I think of that? So you just have to do it. But the moment that you take the time to step outside of a box, that's the time that you actually are fashion liberated. And I'm all about being a fashionista. Like, I don't want to wear what the next person gonna wear. Like right now, I'm sitting here with the Weatherman's on. I got the Aztec shirt on, and then I'm sitting here with this Justice League. Shout out to the Justice League. You know, so
all day, baby.
Yeah, and so when it comes to that, I feel like trend setting is just as important as being an individual with your fashion, and that's
all it is.
Man.
Being an individual with your fashion.
Yes.
Somebody else like your individuality,